Okay, so the main sail of a sailboat has the dimensions shown in the figure at the right. It's a little bit giant. I'm going to shrink this down just a little bit because it seems so in my face. Okay, but there it is. To the nearest foot, what is the height of the main sail? So h is going to be the height of the main sail, and just straight away, it's just this law of sines situation. We say h, that's side length, the height of the main sail, divided by the sine of the angle opposite it, 48, equals 12, the length that we know. And notice its units is feet, so that means that the units that we're going to get as a result for h is going to be also in feet. And that's across or diagonal from the 42-degree angle, so sine of 42. Yep. So we know that 12 is opposite sine of 48, so those are diagonals. When I say opposite, I meant diagonal. Sorry about that. Divided by sine of 42 equals h. And so then we will have h as an approximate calculation, or as an approximate value once we do the calculation. 12 sine of 48, close parentheses, divided by sine of 42, close parentheses, and we get 13.32. The rest of the digits don't matter because we're rounding to here, and so all we have to do is look here and say, is it 5 or higher? If it's not 5 or higher, and it's not, it doesn't matter what the digits are that follow it. The rest of it is still not going to be half or more than half of another tenth. So since it's not, we say we continues to be 13.3. We drop everything else off. And what is the units? The units is feet. It says so in the diagram. Approximately equal to h. Okay, and we have one more problem to go. It's a word problem. Okay, in this final one, what you're doing is it shows a portion of the city map at the right. If you walk along Maple Street, so first of all, let's identify the streets because to me it can look a little confusing. Obviously, this is Maple Street, right? Here's Second running up this way, and Elm Grove Lane is running this way. So it says if you're walking along Maple between Second and Elm Grove Lane, that's this portion right here. And I'm going to label that with an X. How far do you walk? So essentially, you're walking here between here and here. So they're saying, what's that length? So we can use law of sines for this. We can set this up and say, we know that 210, that side length, is across from the 54-degree angle, so sine of 54. Equals, we don't know the length of x that you're going to walk. We will round it to the nearest tenth of a yard, giving it to us in yards. And it's across from the 88-degree angle, so we say sine 88. Okay? Continuing to do what we did before. We know this and this, so that times that divided by that. So 210 times sine of 88 all divided by sine of 54 equals that x, that length. Now, x will be approximately equal to whatever the calculator provides us with when we type it in. So we got 210 sine of 88, close parentheses, divided by sine 54, close parentheses, and you get 259.41. Rounding to there. Is that 5 or higher? Nope, not. So we say 259.4, and we know what the units are going to be. The units are yards. 259.4 yards is approximately equal to that length, x. Done. Hopefully at this point you have locked in the idea of law of sines. To recap, you always are dealing with two side lengths and two angles. Side length, even if you don't know it, you're dealing with it because you have to solve it. Angle, angle. Okay? That's when you use law of sines, when you have two side lengths and two opposite angles that you can set up as the proportion.